Hello everyone, welcome to UFT live training, and today is day one, so we'll start slowly with this uh, course. We'll go through how we can download, how we can install, and what are the new features, okay, in this UFT. So people who just join, for them, if you have any question, you can put in chat, or if you want to speak, I can unmute you. You can raise your hand. Okay. Uh, we will have question answer at the end of the session, but you can ping me your question and I'll try to take those questions in between the session. Okay. So what we have agenda for today is mainly we'll discuss a few concepts. Okay. Before that, we'll talk how we can, if you are very new to this UFT. Okay, earlier it was known as QTP, but when they released uh, uh, 11.5, I guess, onwards, they changed this name to UFT. Okay, so we'll see. Agenda for today is how we can download and install. Okay, what are the new features, and one of the most important concept in UFT is object repository. Okay, so we'll see it. I will explain through a simple script, and some various things I'll include. So that will be the starting point for us. Okay, so what I have done, team, the good news is you can download this trial version of UFT for 60 days now. Okay, so earlier it was only 30 days, but now you can install on your laptop 30 days. So what I have done is see, you can download UFT. This is the website, team, from where you can download UFT. Okay, and installation is a very simple process, but what you have to do is you have to first download this, and to download you need to create contact. You need to sign up on this website. Okay, so if you are uh, if you are new to this website, okay, then you have to sign up. All right, so sign up is a very easy process, easy steps. You can enter few of your details, and like email ID, password, whatever the password you want to use on this website, and in company name you can write as a self, and that's it. So you can create a login. They will send one email to your email ID to confirm your email ID. You can click that link and that you can confirm, and once you confirm, so let me show you how it will look like to you. So I just created my account, and okay, so if you have earlier downloaded this website, from this website, so you need to check if you can download, otherwise you have to sign up with other email ID. So uh, if I go to my account, so once you confirm this your email ID, they this will be already included in your list. So see, I went to the UFT homepage, I click download, I sign up, I log in, and then I see it is already in my cart. Okay, So what I can do now, I can just click download and it will be downloaded. So team, there are two versions available. One is complete package and another one is uh, I don't remember the name, but that is the I guess around 800 MBs, and another one will be I think 2 or 3 GBs will be. So you can install the uh, another one that is uh, customize or something web version, I guess the name is. So let me see if I can yeah, that's correct. So here we see team full installation package. Okay, if you click on download, it will be open one new page, and here it says full installation package. So this provides UFT setup program as well as independent installation for UFT add-in, run Rails viewer, license, server setup. So I haven't downloaded this one. I use this compressed downloadable UFT installation package. So you can install this, you can download this one, okay? And once you download, uh, then installation is very easy. You just click the exe and uh, I don't think there will be anything you need to provide any values. Just accept the term and conditions and click next, and in some clicks it will take 5 to 10 minutes to install, and that's it. So I hope this part is clear, team. Download and install. Okay, let me take few questions. My question is taking your membership gone help me out, or I can study from net and practice questions terms. So yes, of course, whatever we are going to cover, that will help you, okay? But it is always advisable that uh, take the question dumps and prepare for those kind of questions. So because question can be tricky, and here we will try to give you the basic concepts, okay? So concept wise, don't worry, but questions and all, you need to aware what kind of question they ask, so you can get from the internet. Okay, so okay, all right. So that is good. If your company requires you to do certification, that is good to go. Go and have this exam. So I hope all the best for you. And in this course, we are not will go in that direction for the certification, but whatever the concept we'll discuss, that will really help you to clear your certification. Because if you know basic concept, basic things, that will be easy to crack. But still, I'll suggest you go and uh, read few questions about this. I don't have a link right now with me, but if I'll get surely I'll pass it to everyone for this question dumps for the certification. Okay. All right. So I hope this is clear to you, team. So what I have done, uh, currently I'm using one Oracle VirtualBox team. So I have installed this in VirtualBox. Um, if you want to set up VirtualBox, you can also set up at your end, and I can guide you if we need. Sure, I'll forward if I'll get those links. I'll forward to you, and For the interview purpose, yes, definitely. I'll in coming session I'll forward those questions as well to you all. Okay. Okay. The question is why set up a VirtualBox? Because earlier I have installed UFT trial version that is expired, so I cannot install the. This is the basic question team member ask I have seen. They will try to reinstall if the trial period expires. They will try to reinstall. It cannot be done on the same system. Okay. If you want, you have to either format your system and then install the new trial version. But what you can also do is you can create set up a VirtualBox VM virtual machine, and in that virtual machine you can install. Okay, so there's another way to do this. So I did not want to format my system, that's why I used VirtualBox. Alright, so once you install, it will and you can open HP Unified Functional Testing. So let me go back to my this PPT, and so we saw how we can download and installation is easy part. Don't worry about this. If you face any installation issue, just let me know. And one more thing, if you are using this complete full installation package, the first option, I guess it will download it as .zip file or .rar file something. You need to extract first. Some people what they try, they open that zip file, they try to install, and then they say I cannot install. So this is very silly mistakes we do, because your system will not allow to install from the zip file or something. Okay, so if you are using first the another option what we saw, this one compress, it will be exe. Okay, and that exe you can run as a administrator, and this one I guess it will be a zip file. So what you can do, you can extract using any tool like WinZip or any other tool what you want, and then you have there will be setup, and you can run the setup exe to start the installation process. Alright, so and they have mentioned here each things what it requires to do. Okay, alright, so let's move to what are the new features in this 12.54. Okay, so what I observe is the new feature, the most useful will be, I think, people who are working with qtp or UFT. You can drag and drop a test object from the ObjectPI directly into test. Okay, so suppose you are identifying any object. First I'll talk about the new features and then we'll proceed about the different concepts. Okay, so if you do not understand these few terms, don't worry about those things. Okay, so you can drag and drop object from the ObjectPI. ObjectPI is a tool to identify your objects, to get the properties for your object. Okay, then they have provided enhanced mobile testing. Okay, so a lot of support they have included in this. UFT also provides Docker activities which enable you to perform remote action. So uh, this is also a very useful feature they have included in this. And now you can run your UFT test from AWS marketplace. Okay, Amazon Web Services, and UFT also, they have included BPT cross-project testing. So if you are aware of this business process testing, so they also support cross-project testing, and it supports API testing earlier as well, but they have added a few more things in it. And it also now supports various new technologies like Angular JS, Dojo, SAP, various things it supports and frameworks. Okay, so there are some few features. A lot of features also they have included, but these are some important features I thought to include in this. Okay, anybody? Someone raised hand. Anita, do you have any questions? Should I unmute you? If you can ping me, I can unmute you if you have any question. Anita, I have unmuted you. I can see your hand raised. So if you have any question, you can unmute yourself and you can ask. Okay, okay, no worries. So Nupur, we'll see API testing. API testing, nothing, whatever uh, things we do in web services testing. So those kind of support also UFT provides. Okay, so okay, so um, Docker and other things we are not going to include right now. Okay, so we'll go through the some basic concepts right now, and in coming sessions we might take those as well. Uh, if you're not clear what is Amazon Web Services, please read about it. Okay, Amazon provides uh, cloud-based web services. So uh, that is the currently the number one in the market. So please go and read about this. Okay, so we should not deviate from our the what we are going to cover in this. So this is once you install your UFT and then you open, so you can see this on home page. You will see the different information about the UFT, and there are some as we'll go along, I will explain all these things, whatever the options available, how we can use this. Okay, so first thing, team, let's go and create a so once you click new, you can also go from here, file, new. Okay, so once you go to new, either you can directly start with test or whatever things you want to create. Okay, so I have created one solution. Okay, and I gave it name as solution batch Jan 17 for this batch, and inside that I can add. So this solution will work as your workspace. Okay, and inside this just add one test. Okay, so I will name it as demo 1 or demo 1. Okay, and I have created one folder on my C drive training, and I'll save it here. Okay, so once you create your first test, it will look like this. So this is also a new features they HP included in UFT. You can drag and drop these uh, things. Okay, so it also display for you the flow diagram, whatever how the your test script will look like. My screen is frozen. Team, can you see my screen? Are you able to see UFT? Okay, so please check at your in the ASA. I guess everyone can see my screen. Alright, so once you create a test, it will look like this. So this is also very uh, important features, or you can say good features they have included uh, to create means it will create a flow diagram for your execute your test script. Okay, so it says there is a start, then there is a action 1, and there is end. Okay, so you can click at action 1 to open that editor. Okay, if I click here, I can directly jump to this editor. So team, by default, when you create a test, action will be created for you. Okay, inside that, okay, so action will be action 1 will be created by default, and whatever the code you want to write, you can start with your action 1. Okay, so we'll talk about what is action and all, but before that, uh, I want to explain an important topic in this, and that is objects and object repository. So if I go to why there are two windows open? Okay, let me, okay, so suppose you are automating this Google search. Okay, so what we have to suppose, let me write a few points here. I say uh, open, sorry, in if you are do Java or any other language, you'll be for comment you'll use this forward slashes, right? So I used it. Okay, no issues. So to comment in UFT or qtp, you use a single quote. Okay, so uh, if I say open browser and navigate to Google search home page, right? And then I say enter UFT download. Okay, I just want to search it. So and then if I say uh, close browser, I don't want to verify anything, just simple test case, manual test case. Suppose someone has written like this, because we automation engineer always try to, whatever the test case are there, try to, means we have this responsibility to automate those manual test steps. Okay, so if I ask to automate this, like open browser, navigate to Google search homepage, enter UFT download this text in search box. Okay, and click search if I clearly mention, and then close browser. Okay, so for this manual steps team, when you write UFT scripts, so we human being, we are able to open this browser, enter URL, enter something like UFT download. Okay, and because I know where I can go and I can enter this text, and where I can go and I can click search. Okay, but how a tool like UFT will know where I have to enter this UFT download text box, where I have to click this Google search button. So team, everything on this page, whatever you see, this text box, this button, or this link, okay, in terms of UFT, all are objects. Okay, these are objects, and every object will have different properties, right? Like if I ask your name, okay, about yourself, you will tell your name, from where you are, how you look like, how your hair is. So this is how I'll remember about yourself. Okay, about even if I forget your name, if you if you tell me how I look like how my hair is, how my height is, and all those things, information, if I remember those properties, okay, not for any person, if you meet, or if I see, okay, I can say that this person can be this. Okay, if I meet you in person, and once I see, after some time, if you meet me again, I can realize how I can identify you, because I know about a few how you look, how your hair is, how you tall. So those kind of information I'll store in my mind when I meet first. Okay, and then I'll use this some uh, things and to identify you when you meet next. So this is how human brain works, right? So in the similar manner, how UFT works, UFT also see each and everything on the uh, browser or window base or anywhere. For UFT, everything is an object. An object will have properties. Okay, it will have a class like this text box. Okay, so if you right click and see the uh, source of for this, okay, so this will, this is text box, we know, and it will have a like a class name, it will have a different description name for this text box, whatever the uh, developers have provided, right? So this is the HTML source team, and let me search, I guess it is Q. So but here this will not be clear. Okay, if you know HTML, then you can go and get those things. But in other tools like Selenium, okay, uh, we use Firepath or Firebug to identify the elements. Okay, so it also display you different properties or different uh, things about that element. Here the same thing, but here the benefit of with UFT is we don't need any other uh, third-party tool to identify those objects. So UFT provides, that is called ObjectPI, and this will be very useful team when you see a application and you have to write automation script. But if you don't know what is the property of for that object, right? So this ObjectPI will help you. So what this ObjectPI does, it will identify the object for you. It will display the properties related to that particular object, okay, inside that document object model on the HTML page. So this will be very useful going forward, okay. So we need to get the clear concept how it works. So once you open ObjectPI, and if I click this hand sign, okay, this pointing hand to select an object, it also describes what it does. If I click and if I navigate on the different things, see, this is a link, right? All these are links. If I move to this is a web element. This is WebEdit. Okay, it means it is a text box. If I navigate to links, it will show as links. So, and if I let me click here on this text box. So text box, this is a WebEdit in UFT. Okay, WebEdit is a class. See, this property also displays here. What is the class name for this object? It is WebEdit. Okay, because it's a text box, that's it is WebEdit. If you take a link, okay, the class name will be link and different other properties. So that is how developers uh, they provide different class names when they develop any page. So this is a text box and this is class name is WebEdit, and different properties it provides where it is located on the web page. Okay, what is the HTML ID? So HTML ID is always will help you to identify unique object. Okay, but if it is not available, then you can use either name to identify. So I hope that name will be there, and HTML tag, it shows it is which type of HTML. It is input. It means we can enter some values in this. Okay, and if I scroll down, I can see some other properties here. Max length, I can enter 2048 characters in this. Okay, uh, name is of this object is Q. Okay, so at least we have a team. Always remember there are some unique identifier properties like HTML ID. First, always go for HTML ID if it is available. This is unique property every object has. Okay, ID cannot be same for the same other two objects. So it will always be unique, and if it is not available, what you can take other properties of this object. So name after ID, you can take name or combination of properties as well we can use to identify element, object. And here you can see other properties as well, like what is the title of that, what is the type is text, right? So this is how ObjectPI works and how it will help you. So I was telling you one feature. What you can do, we can drag and drop this to here. I guess my okay. So see what it does. Let me here. This is, so you can identify that uh, object through ObjectPI and you can drag and drop. It will save a lot of time, team, isn't it? Good features they have provided in UFT 12.54. So one more thing I'll let you know, team, that is you see here hierarchy, right? That is browser.google.page.webedit. So let me go back again to this ObjectPI, and so here objects on your page will have a few hierarchies. Okay, so first, where this object is located, how it will uh, display. It is on the browser. What is the browser name? Browser name is Google. Okay, then there will be page on that browser and the page name is Google, and it can be inside a web table because nowadays developers use frequently web tables to for formatting purpose or how the page will look like. Okay, and then there is a edit box. So see how is the hierarchy is, and we need to tell UFT like how the hierarchy is and how you can identify that element, or if you want to perform some action on that element, how you can do that. So see, it says browser. This is object name, team. Object means the browser is an object. What is the name? What is the property we are using? Property name is Google. I'll let you know. Then another object is page. Okay, and inside page there will be thousands of other objects. So this is property for the page, and then we have edit box, web edit, and this property. So see how this hierarchy is, and inside this page there will be number of objects. I'll come to that point how we create objects. Okay, so I hope this is clear how object hierarchy will be there on the uh, web page. Okay, so if I identify any other suppose this link, and if I drag and drop here, so see rest browser and page remains the same, but now it's a link. Okay, and its name or any other property can be uh, advertising programs. Okay, so on that page there will be different kind of objects. So this is how we doing through ObjectPI, but this is not the correct way to do, team. Okay, there's an option is there, you can do this, but when you are dragging and dropping in your script, what UFT is doing in behind. Okay, because whatever objects you are including in your script, qtp has to store somewhere. Okay, because when you run next time, or 10 times if you run, or 11 times it will run, how qtp will work, that I want to explain first, and then we'll uh, move further. So see, this script we created. Okay, you wrote this script and you run. Now for UFT to identify, because you have added it manually, and then how QTP we will know where to look for these objects. So you will tell this is the URL you will open. Okay, because here we haven't wrote any code to open browser navigate to particular URL. So you will tell in your scripts. So this is your scripts. Okay. So this is your script. Now, like a human being, UFT also remembers the object property as I said you. So when you run this script, UFT will look for the objects in object repository. So there is a concept object repository in UFT or QTP where we can store object properties. You can view this as a database of the object or database of the object properties. So when you run this script, QTP will go to this object repository, and whatever the things you have provided, like a browser name Google, so it will search this Google browser in this object repository. Okay, first it will check this object repository if it is available in my object repository, and if it is there, using this properties, okay, using this property, it will try to identify on your web page. Suppose this is web page, your web page you open. So using this, whatever the properties for that object you have provided in object repository, it will, through those property, UFT will try to identify your object. Suppose this is text box. Okay, so for this text box, you said in your script like project.google.page.webedit queue. So this, for WebEdit queue, we have given properties inside the object repository. So QTP UFT will refer this object repository. It will get those uh, properties, and it will try to identify runtime objects. This is called runtime objects. Whatever you are getting on the page while running your script, that is runtime objects you are seeing on the page. Whatever you have included in object repository, that is test objects. Okay, inside whatever you have included, that is test objects. So UFT will refer this object repository, whatever the objects properties you have provided, and then using this property it will try to identify that particular element object on this web page. This is clear, team? This is very important part of this UFT. Okay, so if you have any question, please let me know before we move further. So there is a question, what is the difference between object repository and ObjectPI tool? So as I said, object repository is a database kind of thing where you store your objects with properties. ObjectPI is a tool which provides you, which help you to identify the object. Okay, so suppose I asked to because you are this help you lot, this ObjectPI tool will help you lot when you work and when you create a script, when you run a script. So sometime your script will fail. How it failed? Okay, so using this tool, ObjectPI tool, you can identify the runtime object property and you can compare with whatever you have in your object repository. So consider it as object repository is a database of objects properties, and ObjectPI is a tool which help you to identify objects. In the similar manner, it will work on the any other window. I hope UFT also provides supports for Windows 10. So before installing, please read uh, uh, that installation guide, and I hope, but I guess they provide support for Windows 10, but I'm not sure. Windows 8 they provide, but for Windows 10 you need to see. I'll check this information, and or you can search on it on their HP website or Google it. Okay. So team, I hope that this is clear to you how QTP identifies objects and store in object repository. Okay. So when I did this, if I go to resources, okay, you'll see here team, inside resources there is an object repository, there is an object repository manager, and other options will come later on these things, but I can click object repository from here or from here. From the menu bar also I can click object repository, or I can go to resources, I can click object repository. Once I click object repository, because it says test object, this is the browser. Okay, see how it stores in the same hierarchy, it stores also in object repository. So this is how it added when we dragged and dropped in our script that particular object. Okay, so this is browser, name is Google, class is browser, repository type is local. I will explain this but not right now, but just suppose this local repository means this, whatever the objects you added for this script will only work for this script. Okay, it will not work for any other script you create. We'll talk about this repository, different kind of repository we have. I'm not sure about your question. Is C++ a prerequisite? What does it mean? Means to uh, write code or something? So team, UFT use or QTP use VB script. Okay, so whatever you see on in your script here, we write in VB script. Okay, so this window, this editor, code editor supports VB script, and we can write our script. We can write our logic in VB script for our test. So we're talking about object repository. I can go to resources and I can open this, and here you can see properties about that particular object, and this property UFT utilizes when you run the script to identify that particular object. Okay, so let me expand this. This is browser, this is Google, and if you this is a page, and name is Google, class is page, and this these are different properties for that. If I go to this, so see, any other object you will add, it will go inside this page. Okay, so if I click on this, this is edit text box, and the property name it is type text, name is q, HTML tag is input, and other different properties it stores. And if you run, it will utilize this object repository, whatever you have included, and it will try to identify that particular object. How we can add manually? Let me delete all these things. Okay, so if you don't have anything on your script, or if you haven't added anything, your object repository will look like this. Okay, and it provides different options here to add objects in your object repository. Okay, so if you see this plus sign, okay, this says add objects to local. So let me quickly go and add object for this. So suppose I want to add this WebEdit, okay, this text box. I can click OK, and I can click another object. I require this search button as well, right, as from my manual test case. So these are logical name streams. So what I can do, I can rename these logical names. Okay, I'm not changing any properties, but you are free to change these names. So I can say search box. Okay, so I gave a txt search box. It will help me to if I am using in my scripts, it will tell what kind of object is it. It is text, and this is a search box. Okay, and if you click somewhere, it will rename this. This is we call logical name, okay, for any object. In the similar manner, if this is button team, okay, this is web button. So if I say btn means button, Google search, okay, so I just to make sure, just to differentiate between objects, I can change the logical names of those objects to identify clearly. So by seeing itself, I can know this is a text box, this is button. All right. So this is how we add objects in object repository manually. And it also provides various, if object has been changed, you can update, and you can do various things. You can highlight if you want to make sure that this is a correct object you have added. You can click, it will highlight this. Okay, it means we have added correctly. If I want to highlight, if you are not sure which object it is, you can click highlight in application. Okay, so there are some features available in the object repository. Object is also available. You can click either from the different places. You can open ObjectSpy from object repository, from the menu bar, to identify your element. So ObjectSpy help us to identify objects. If you want to see some properties of that object, repository where you save all your objects and their properties. I hope this concept is clear to everyone. Now I saved. Okay, now let me delete these things and go back to my manual steps. So my manual step says open browser and navigate to Google search homepage. So to open, uh, there is a system util class, okay, in which we can use in VB script, and okay, and if I put dot here, it will give me a different option, different methods available with description. Okay, so there is a run method which says runs a file or application. If I add this require few parameters team. If you just press space bar, it says run file, and other options, other parameters are optional. Like this system util.run, I can open Microsoft Word, I can open Paint, MS Paint, I can open Notepad, anything I can do. Okay, this is not just related to this browser. I can open any installed application on my system. So to open browser, suppose I want to open Internet Explorer. So exe name for this is Internet Explorer iExplore.exe. In the similar manner, I can provide any other application exe here which is installed on this laptop, and I can open it. So Internet Explorer is iExplore.exe, and what the different other parameters I need to pass is I need to pass http www.google.com. Alright, so what I'm saying is open this Internet Explorer and launch this Internet Explorer and navigate to this browser, right? This is my first step. No object repository is required in this. It's purely a VB script code. Okay. Now I have already added objects in my object repository, and if I run this, so sorry, not run. If I run, it will open this Internet Explorer and it will navigate to this URL. Now, how I have to write a script? So first I need to provide a browser, and if I just put this opening of this parenthesis, it will directly add me add that browser name, because it is the only one uh, browser we have in our object repository. So even you don't need to write anything. Okay, in this case at least. Then what we have page, right? Object. Whatever the objects you have added, it will come in options as well when you put dot. And if I put this parenthesis opening braces, so it will say Google. Whatever the logical names you have given in object repository, those will appear here. Now what we have to do, we have to web edit, right? So we have what kind of web object we want to enter, that is web edit. Okay, so we need to write web edit here, and we gave for that search box as a txt search box, right? So it picked from the object repository, and to set some text in that particular text box, we have method called set, and it says sets the text inside the edit box. Okay, and whatever you want to input as enter in that text box, you can write here, right? Now this is to enter, and next click search button. One second team, I think we have another session, so I'll just quickly reply. 1 second. Give me 5 minutes, it will be done. Alright team, so I say click search button. Okay, so in the same manner, browsers dot page, okay, and dot button we have to click, right? So web button, and then button dot button Google search. We already added for this class one object that is called btn Google search, and here the method is to click that, is click. And let me go and close this browser. So I say browser dot, we have close all tabs and close the browser window. Okay, sorry, close the browser window. I wrote this script team. Okay, let me run this. If it works fine or not, we have to verify as well, right? So click this run button from here, or you can press F5, the shortcut key. So I guess this is already open, that's why it entered there only itself. Let me run it again after closing this browser. And let me close this. So now it will open that Internet Explorer. It will enter, oh, something we made mistake team, because here okay, need to stop. Let me go back to my script and quickly do this. Okay, save it and make sure that all your browsers are closed when you run the script. Okay, let me run this. So it will open Google for me, and it will enter this UFT download. Okay, see how fast it is, and you will get the UFT report here. This is also a new feature they have included in this UFT version. So if I expand this, it shows me different things. Whatever the steps it followed, it entered, and each and every steps was passed. Okay. It also stores whatever reports and files in a file on your system that is called result 3. Okay, so it will be under my where I have saved this project, where I have saved this script. So this is how few it works, UFT, and few concept we explained today. So I have to stop this session here only itself. Yes. So thank you everyone. Thank you for joining this session. Let's meet tomorrow and we'll discuss further concepts. Okay. If you have any question, we'll take up those questions tomorrow, and then we'll proceed further. Okay. All right. Thank you everyone. Thank you for joining. Bye for now.